Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Clear my throat. Today I'm going to be making a shepherd's pie, and to start we're going to need some ground meats. So here I got some it's a blend of ground beef and ground pork, 2 pounds of that. Then I got another pound of ground beef. So that's how I'm gonna make mine. So technically it's not actually a shepherd's pie, but it's a cottage pie when you don't use lamb. So when you do use lamb, it's shepherd's pie. Just in case you guys didn't know. So I'm really making a cottage pie. So I'm gonna start cutting up an onion. It's a little small, but that's all I had left. So I'm gonna be adding some onion powder to the mix to give it that flavor. Okay. Quick little rough chop is fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook this onion and the meat together, and I'll see you guys at the stove. Okay, you guys, I got my meat in the pan, and I went ahead and threw my onions in there. And also, I thought I had some garlic powder, but I actually ran out. So I chopped up some fresh garlic, so that's what you see here. I think I used about 8 cloves. So I went ahead and added that in. Now I'm putting some onion powder. I guess I'll just use what I have left. Some parsley flakes. Get a little color. A little Italian seasoning. It's not really coming out like I want it to. Some red pepper flakes. Give it a little kick. Pepper. Fresh ground. And a little salt. Try not to go overboard with it. Mix. Sorry guys, one hand here. But you get it. Just give it a mix and let this cook until the onions get translucent and the meat is cooked. Alright you guys, I'm gonna keep on stirring and we'll get on with the next step. Okay you guys, the meat is all done. So now I'm about to go ahead and drain this oil off in my colander. We're about to get started on the mash. Okay you guys, I'm about to go ahead and get started on the mash, but instead of using potatoes, making mashed potatoes, I'm going to use a low carb option, and I steamed some cauliflower as you can see here, and got a little seasoning on it, so I'm going to use that instead, make it a little bit healthier, low carb, keto. So I actually can't find my masher, so I'm going to just use my bullet, my Ninja bullet, and just blend it up and make it a smooth, creamy consistency. So I went ahead and steamed this for like 10 minutes and seasoned it a little bit with some garlic powder, onion powder, red pepper, Italian seasoning, you know, the usual. A little salt and pepper. Anyway, let's go ahead and blend this up. Okay, you guys, as you can see, I already did some right here. And this is the consistency I'm looking for. Be just like mashed potatoes. So I'm going to show you guys how I did it. I got my bullet here. Okay, and I filled it up with some cauliflower florets. And I used some half and half milk, half cream. off. And I just pour some in. Just pour a little bit in. I don't need much, just enough to get the mixer going. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. Okay, one hand wasn't working. So I got it all in here and I just twisted it. That's it. That's it right there. Okay, there it is. And just pour it in there. Cauliflower mash. Alright, I'm gonna continue doing the rest of this, and I will see you guys at the stove again. Okay, you guys, got my mash on the stove. It's a little on the wetter side, so I'm gonna get out some of that moisture by cooking it a little bit. And I went ahead and added some salt, pepper, garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, and give it a taste before you put everything together. Salt to taste. It's definitely gonna need some salt because it's a lot of mash. So once I get it down a little bit more, I may leave it on here for another minute or two. And right now it's looking decent. I just want to be a little bit less. Okay, I'm gonna leave it on for like another minute, and we'll go ahead and get this meat together, and we good to go. Okay, you guys, I'm back to my meat. Got my stove turned on up under it to medium heat, and now we're gonna add some vegetables to this. So here I got a can of sweet white and gold whole corn kernels. I'll probably add about half of it to it. About half. And then I got a bag of, it's a 12-ounce bag of frozen peas. Add some of that to it. About half of that bag. Put this stir. And I got some beef broth here, low sodium. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of that in to make gravy-esque. Sorry, I keep getting all in front of the camera. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use this whole thing. If I need any more, I'll just add some water. I'm gonna turn my stove up and let this come to a boil. Before that, I'm gonna add a little seasoning. Got some adobo here, all-purpose seasoning. Add some of that. Try not to add too much because it does have salt in it. Some pepper. Quick stir, and when it comes to a boil, we'll add our thickener to it, which in this case I'm going to use cornstarch. But if you want, you could use a flour water slurry. I'm going to use a cornstarch slurry because that's what I have on hand, and I'm trying to cut back on the flour and other products like that. You know, cornstarch probably has carbs in it too, but I'm not going to have to use as much as I would use flour. Flour, you have to use a lot of that. Looking at, I think I want to go in and add some more vegetables. I'll go ahead and put a whole can of corn in. You know, can't hurt to have a lot of nutrition. And yeah, the rest of the peas. So that's a can of corn and a 12-ounce bag of frozen peas. Shoot, why not? I need all the nutrition you can get nowadays. Give that a quick stir. And when it comes to a boil, I will add my slurry. And then we're ready to throw it in the oven. Oh yeah, I got my oven preheating at 400. So this is good and stirred up. So once it comes to a boil, we'll add our slurry and taste it and make sure everything is perfect. Alright, you guys, give it a couple minutes. Okay, you guys, I got it to a boil. So now I got a little bit of water inside of one of these little plastic ramekins, and I put in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Pour all that in. Make sure the water cold too, because if it's hot, it's not gonna work properly. And you just quickly mix everything. While it's boiling, it will thicken up. Thicken up a little bit. I need to thicken up more, so I'm gonna add some more cornstarch to it. So let me go ahead and do the same amount, a couple tablespoons of some cold water. Okay, you guys, this is at the thickness that I wanted at, and to be honest with you, I had to add quite a few tablespoons of cornstarch before I got to where I wanted it at. So just keep adding until you get to around this thickness. I think in total I did probably like 6 or 8. And I just kept doing 2 tablespoons at a time with a little bit of water until I got to the point that I wanted it. And then I tasted it and I added some adobo to it. Now I'm adding some pepper. In case you're wondering, this is adobo, all-purpose seasoning. It has garlic powder, onion powder, all that good stuff in it already. And I also put some of that in the cauliflower mash also. And then I added a little packet of sazon to give it that nice flavor and a rich little color. But that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. I tasted it, it's where I wanted it. So make sure you taste it at this point. And now I'm about to assemble. So I'm gonna, let me grab the pan. Okay, you guys, got my little assembly here. And in case you didn't notice, I got some cheese that I'm gonna put on top. And I shredded it myself. It's some extra sharp cheddar and some pepper jack. Add that on top. Normally it'll be without cheese, but it tastes a lot better with cheese, so I added. If you don't want to add cheese, that's fine. Leave it out. Just cook it until the mash gets brown at the top and you're good to go. So I'm gonna add this in, as you can see. In case you're wondering why my mash looks a little different, I added some parsley flakes to it, give some specks of green to make it look nicer. Okay. Alright, and top it with the cheese. Remember, I use pepper jack and sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar. Use whatever cheese you like, whatever you think will go good with it. Or leave it out altogether. It's up to you. And also, if you care, let me know how you prepare yours. You know, we can swap recipes and, you know, communicate and all that good stuff. And I like when you guys talk to me. Okay, I think we got enough. I just want to make sure I got full coverage. Don't that look good, you guys? Okay, that's good right there. So I'm gonna pop this in the oven. I got it at 400. 400. And we're gonna cook it until the cheese get bubbly and a little color on top. So I'm guessing around 30 minutes. So just keep an eye on it, okay? Alright, see you guys when it's ready. Okay, you guys, this is fresh out the oven. A little bit of gravy leaked out to the top, but that's all fine. It's gonna taste good anyway, just as delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool off and cut a piece, and I'll show you guys the end result. Okay, you guys, and here it is. I had to let it cool down for a while. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and try this recipe out. Let me know how it turned out for you. So I'll see you next time. Bye.